Thanks for joining me again as we look back at another great classic film. This is a unique and quirky comedy from the British New Wave, which is difficult to categorise. It features a number of actors who were new faces when the film was released, but who have gone on to highly successful careers. Their experience is balanced out by some very experienced actors from the stage, TV and the silver screen. And while you're carried along by the comedy, the film has a subtle dramatic bite that gives you cause to think and to reflect. It is Billy Liar from 1963. The 1959 novel by Keith Waterhouse, which had been inspired by James Thurber's cartoon Walter Mitty, was first adapted into a play and then a screenplay by Waterhouse and Willis Hall. It was subsequently adapted into a stage musical and later a TV series. Directed by John Schlesinger, the film is considered part of the British New Wave, inspired by both the kitchen sink realism and the French New Wave. Its style is characterised by its documentary cinema verite feel and its use of real locations mostly in the city of Bradford. It's a story about a desire to escape and the things that hold you back. Billy's entire world is escapism. His wild imagination helps him deal with his inability to communicate with his parents or locals in the town, his engagement to two girls at the same time, his dreams of being a writer, and the confinement of his job working at a funeral director's. But much of the film's charm comes from its celebration of a flawed hero who strives to better himself but is doomed to failure because of a tendency to retreat into his imagination. Billy's dreams of escape are kicked into overdrive by Liz, a free spirit equally keen to escape. She is both Billy's mirror and his opposite. While they both want to escape, she is the only one capable, as to leave Bradford would require Billy to also abandon his dream world. It's recognised as one of the landmark British films of the 1960s. Tom Courtenay, Ethel Griffiths and Mona Washburn had all appeared in the stage version and recreated their roles for the film. Tom Courtenay had been chosen to play Billy over Albert Finney, who had originated the part on stage, because Courtenay was a less physically imposing figure and was more believable as a dreamer. Mona Washburn, who plays Billy's mother, was performing professionally from the early 1920s and had appeared in films since 1948. She is best remembered as housekeeper Mrs. Pierce in My Fair Lady. Ethel Griffiths, who played Billy's grandmother, appeared in over 100 films and is best remembered for playing the ornithologist Mrs. Bundy in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Wilfred Pickles, in only his second film appearance, played Billy's dad. Pickles made his name at the BBC's North Regional Radio Service and went on to be an occasional newsreader on the BBC's home service during the Second World War. Finlay Currie, best known for his roles in Great Expectations, Ben-Hur and Around the World in 80 Days, plays Duxbury. Debutante George Ennis went on to appear in films like Charlie Bubbles, The Italian Job, A Bridge Too Far and Quadrophenia, while Julie Christie went on to make a great many films over the next 50 years. Like many British New Wave films, location filming was key and included the picturesque suburbs of the fictional Strathalton and the inner city streets of Bradford. The film documents urban Yorkshire on the brink of change. Despite the passage of time and the change that followed, a number of the locations used are still recognisable today, including Billy's house, his street, the Bradford Town Cenotaph on Little Horton Lane, Bank Street in Bradford, Southgate Steps and Southgate Road near Billy's work, and the Locarno dance hall where Billy juggled his two fiancées. Despite only appearing for 12 minutes, this movie made a star of Julie Christie, though she was in a panic throughout the shooting as she was convinced that she had been miscast. The film opened at the Warner Theatre in London's West End in August of '63, but was not a box office success. Empire magazine praised Tom Courtenay for skulking between temerity and timidity, callousness and innocence, but most memorably for shrugging as he watches Julie Christie leave on the train for London. Neil Smith from BBC Movies said Billy Liar is a blast from the past that has lost none of its mischief, poignancy and spiky wit. The movie's ending is considered by Guardian film critic Philip French as a pivotal moment in British cinema, while Danny Lee observed that at the time of its first release, the movie fed great expectations about a change in the British film industry. Slant magazine considered Billy Liar heir to the innovative cinematography developed by Truffaut and its main character a precursor to A Clockwork Orange's Alex Delage. Both Courtenay and Christie received BAFTA nominations, with the film nominated for a total of 6 BAFTAs despite not winning. The British Film Institute named Billy Liar the 76th best British film, while Total Film named Billy Liar the 12th greatest British film of all time. Lots of good reasons to watch this film. Tom Courtenay is lovable as the impossible Billy. Julie Christie is gorgeous and desirable as the unattainable Liz. The footage in and around Bradford is highly engaging, and the film takes you through laughter, consternation and pity for the hopeless central character. It's a fun and thought-provoking film. So what I suggest you do is that you go to our website, find our virtual screenings page, find the link to this particular film, click on it and watch it, and as always, see what you think. But please come back, let us know your thoughts about the film, and whether you recommend it for others as well. And then we're back in the not-too-distant future for our next classic films review. See you next time.